Hello, everybody. Welcome back. Back over here. Yes, I want to talk about Bitcoin custody and transfer of Bitcoin. Now, I don't want to focus too much on the energy side, but I want to focus on the custody and how you transfer Bitcoin to somebody. Let's say you want to onboard somebody to Bitcoin, and how do you give them the Bitcoin in a physical way? Because I interact with a lot of people, and most of them they like physical. Right? They want to touch it, they want to see it, and I usually, like from the past year, couple of years, I use paper. I write the 12 words on a piece of paper, and I tell them, anytime you're ready, when you're ready, you want to get your Bitcoin, you can install any Bitcoin app that supports the 12 words, and then you will get your Bitcoin back. So there is no rush to go get it now. There's no necessity. The only thing they know how many satoshis that are in the Bitcoin or address in the Bitcoin wallet, and they know how much it's worth, right? That's all they need to know. So that's how I get people to Bitcoin. But I think this is not extremely effective. Like if you giving the person over $100, I think it may make sense over $100, over 100. But if you in the range of 20, 25, 10, 20, 25, it's not that much effective, right? So what I think is going to be a better way, right, is for people to have a wallet, like a blank wallet or wallet of Satoshi. Here's why I think this is important, because I use based on my struggle onboarding people, I think people need a first step, right, to Bitcoin, right? I wouldn't want them to stay using wallet of Satoshi, but here's what I realized. It's if I have to spend $10 in a transaction fee, right? I spend $5, the other person spend $5, that's $10 of entry. I think it's a higher cost of entry, because if the other person have to spend $10 to open a channel, a lightning channel to make transactions, I would have to spend over 50, over 100, right, to make it worthwhile. So it's not making much sense in that way. I think it would be much more it would make much more sense if we had to simply give the person the Bitcoin on an email address. There is a technology, I would say a company or a startup who just started this. It's just a website. You go there and you click the email address you want to send the Bitcoin to, and then what they're gonna do, they will send an email to that receiver, right? And on the email you will get a link, a lightning link that will take you somewhere you can put your invoice of how much you want to receive, right? The receive amount, and then you only pay $1 for transaction. That's extremely valuable. That's the type of technology we want. We want a technology that the cost of entry is very, very minimal. So that's what I was thinking about. It's because, right, somebody, right, who want to get into Bitcoin, right, you have their email. Everybody pretty much get an email now. right? So you send the email, and by the way, the website is acceptln.com. Just go to acceptln.com, and you will find the, you will find a way. You'll see the way, or you can just input the email and then put the how much you want to send. All right. So, and then you just send the Lightning transaction. They will receive it, and they will take that Lightning transaction, and they will take it for the receiver of the email, the email receiver. So it's amazing. And by the way, Bitcoin is a information technology. You can send it across any communication network. It doesn't matter if it's a text message or a phone number or WhatsApp or a Signal. You can send it over any communication network. So medium of communication, any like a radio, you can send it over the Lightning network. You can send it over pretty much anything. You can even give your Bitcoin to a bird, right? Just write the seed phrase, give it to a bird, and then the bird will take it to the other side of the city, right? It's a way of transmitting communication. So, and by the way, in fact, that's how we first started with communication. So now let's see about like this, the way I used to do it. Right, the seed phrase on a piece of paper. I mean, if it is like somebody want to save like a huge amount of Bitcoin, let's say somebody want to save like $1,000 of Bitcoin, right? And I just send the Bitcoin to that address, and then write down the seed phrase on a piece of paper, and then delete the wallet, right? Delete the wallet and give the seed phrase to the person. That's one way. The other way would be if I just, get the person's email address and I send them the Bitcoin on acceptln.com, right? And then they just get the Satoshis. But in order for them to redeem the Satoshi, they need to use the wallet, like, wallet of Satoshi, right? And the reason I say wallet of Satoshi, it could be another wallet. It could be like Blank wallet, right? Blank is a good Bitcoin wallet, Lightning wallet too. And the reason I like those wallets because they don't charge too much money for entry, right? Like Moon, I used to use Moon, but the Moon model doesn't work in a high fee environment, because when you look at how much you have to pay for a single transaction on the Moon wallet, it's too much, right? They use submarine swap, but it's just too much money for a single transaction. I don't see, like, it doesn't make sense to me. So that's why I can't, like, I know it's more like you have your self custody. I get it. It makes sense. But if you have like a very small amount, like, you're gonna get that amount stuck in the blockchain. Why do that? Like, it's not worth the effort. Just send your Bitcoin and get locked in there. It's just not worth it. And just pay all the fees to the miners. Hey, I'm good. I'm glad. I want the miners to make more money. I want the hash rate to go to infinity. I want all of that good things, but there's many other ways we can do that. We can use the Lightning Network, give people self-custody using Lightning. There's many ways you can do that. So I think we can definitely do that in many, many ways. And also, let's say, I don't like the fact that people using this Lightning custodial wallets, but the cost of entry, and I think it's a good step towards, like, if you want to have Bitcoin on-chain, you can start with little Lightning transactions, right? Let's say wallet of Satoshi or Blank wallet, and then from there you can get to the point where you're using the time chain. Let's say you have $1,000. You say, okay, well, I don't want to leave that online. I want to put it on the time chain. So now you can afford a $5 transaction if you have $1,000, right? Just pay $5 and then send $1,000. That makes sense, right? But if you just doing $5, $10, and just onboarding and people, and I don't think you know what I mean. So that's just my opinion, just the way I see it, and I could be wrong. Just let me know, guys. What do you think? What do you think is the best way to onboard people and the cheapest way? We want it to be frictionless, right? One Satoshi transaction, one Satoshi to onboard. That's how we want it. And I did that. Yeah, I did that yesterday. I sent like a few thousand sats to friends and families abroad, and I just send it to them. I said, give them your email and I will send it to you right away, and they boom, they get it, and they take it and they go redeem the 1,000 sats. So that's what we want. We want things that very frictionless. So I'm probably gonna put that link below if you want to use that, try it out. So I don't know these guys. I don't know these Accept LN guys very well. So I wouldn't say like you put like your real email there, or you can put a fake email, something like that, right? And then try it out and see how it goes, right? And there are some people that don't mind. I don't care. Okay, this is just an email. They can just be careful if they bloat you with a bunch of garbage spam or stuff like that. But anyways, that's just the beginning of Bitcoin, and I think everything is good for Bitcoin. And I will see you guys again in the next talk. This was Bike Over.